Interest has been renewed this week in the relationship between Barnaby Joyce and Vicky Campion after the couple, who until now had been notoriously shy about their relationship, chose to sell their story to the media for $150,000. Here with us now to discuss how much of a politician's life should be considered in the public interest, a member of the public and Barnaby Joyce supporter, Bob Johnson. Bob, thanks for being with us.
G'day.
Up until now, Barnaby Joyce has tried to insist that this was a private matter and should be treated as such, going as far as insisting that the media should respect his privacy. How does that discourse fit with his most recent decision to sell his story?
Look, Barnaby's had it up to here with people talking about his private life. What has happened here is a private matter between Barnaby, his ex, his new partner, or their various children and families.
But do you feel like Mr. Joyce has, by agreeing to sell his story for a fee, weakened his claims of this being a private matter?
Not at all.
How so?
Well, as Mr. Joyce himself has said, this is a decision made in the interests of maintaining their privacy.
But if he'd simply addressed the scrutiny openly at the time of the story, it would have been over months ago. Instead, he tried to insist on privacy and has continually complained about the media hounding him, whilst dropping hints at the details into the affair.
Mr. Joyce and Miss Campion have chosen to undertake this interview on their own terms and are hoping that their disclosure will now put this all to bed once and for all.
But now it looks as though he was refusing to answer those questions so he could sell the story later on.
What can I say? Babies are expensive and the government's cancelled the baby bonus.
So what you seem to be suggesting is that Barnaby Joyce is, once again, leveraging his position as a member of the Australian Federal Parliament to benefit himself.
Well, I wouldn't put it like that.
How would you put it?
He's simply making the best of a bad situation.
Sure, a lot of Australians would welcome the opportunity to do the same.
Yes, but the public just aren't interested in most people's sex lives.
Are you suggesting that Barnaby doing this interview is in the public interest?
I mean, do we really want to live in a world where what two consenting adults do with their genitals is of public interest?
There's a multi-million-dollar industry based upon that idea.
Really? I'll have to look into that.
But that doesn't answer the question. Is this interview in the public interest?
Well, I know I'm looking forward to hearing the story. It's almost like our own royal wedding.
How so?
He's a high-flying public figure. She was a working girl.
And politicians are going to claim leave and airfares in order to celebrate.
Exactly.
Pulling a fast one in a nutshell. Bob Johnson, thanks for your time.
I mean, really, what they do with Pistol and Boo is entirely their own business.
What on earth did Johnny Depp's dogs have to do with it?
Oh, no, that's what they call their genitals.